Okay, so once you've rested so that you can level up, let's just head on out and mount up. And then what we're going to do is at the bottom of the little path right here, we want to go left instead of right. And you want to look for another set of rocks immediately on the right to go up. And you want to help this guy right here.
Help me! I'm stuck. Hello? Hello? Anyone? Oh, my stars! I am Alexander. Please.
So help him out.
Thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear, and I'll pop clean it. Don't dally. Give it your all, I say.
Be facing the right direction. And there's free. And you get the triumphant emote. Now talk to him.
Well played, good sir. Well played. Oh, that mighty wallop of...
Because this guy's going to help us later on when we're after a very special katana called the Moonveil Katana.
Aye, thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this.
So exalted flesh.
Once again, pleasure. I and beyond these lands and upon their southern edge is Redmane.
So there you go, Redmane Castle. Festival of Combat is being held.
Whisper, doesn't the notion say? I'm heading to Redmane Castle. I've heard.
Okay, so he's repeating himself. So grab a horsey, torrent, jump down. And I forgot to be telling you guys, but if you see glowing skulls on the ground, you want to break them. They have golden runes inside them. You can trample them with your horse. Or attack them, whatever. Another side of grace, here we go. Target this one. There you go, lost grace discovered. And now we can get busy on our way. Okay, so let's mount up. Need to avoid all Pumpkinhead here. And you do want to go down the left side if you can. He happens to be there. There's some smithing stones over here. Then there's a merchant over here you can talk to.
Oh, gee. You might. Are you here as
We got nothing going on, so we're going to go ahead and leave.
nothing? It's
And then we kind of want to drop down over here just to the right of these ruins a little bit. There should be like a little plateau here with some bearers on it. And then kind of to the southeast a little bit. There you go, is another one. And we want to go to that shack over there. That's the artist shack. Should be able to avoid most everything that's bothersome right here. There is a side of grace right here as well on the back side. Jump off, hit the side of grace. Go back, I'll tell you about the painting in a minute. We want to grab the item. Smithing stone. Now these paintings, they'll go into your inventory, but there'll be a clue. If you can find this exact spot in the map, you get a chance to get some like legendary items and things. So it's not a direct quest, but it's an implied quest. So you can examine, and there it goes. And now it's in your inventory. So that's how those goes. There's quite a few in the games. Whenever you're at an artist shack, you'll find those. Okay, so from here we want to head out over this way to the northeast. We're heading to another area with some gravestones. You can see them down there. Grab all these golden runes. Just leave them in your inventory. There's also a cookbook over here. Until you're ready to level up, or if you need them to buy something. Because you can... Runes are like the all-powerful unit of currency. Didn't mean to do that. But it happens. Make mistakes. It's only a flask, no big deal. Village remains for the cookbook. Grab these 3 last remaining stones, or golden runes. You can see it's easier to pick up the items when you're not on horseback. And to that end, we want to put a little marker over here so we can get the next map piece. But before we do that, we're heading for that church over there. There it is. But what we want to do is drop down on these headstones. Makes it easier to go down. It's easier to do it on foot like I'm doing it rather than on your horse. But once you get down to the second one, it should be fine. And then we have some more over here. And we're going to have a... oops, you want to... Okay, come on, Torrent, get facing the right way here. You want to drop down on this one. You see that bear right there? He's looking dead square at an item over here we want to grab. And then there's a couple items at the waterfall we want to get. So we're going to want to jump off that way. And grab these things as the wolves are coming around. Grab the smithing stones and then getting out of dodge like there's nobody's business. Straight down the river. In the church there is a site of grace. So you just want to follow this thing. You can see the door over there. We're going to go in the door. Pop off. Grab the sacred tear. And so we get a flask of wondrous physics, crimson tide tear. And then we want to hit the booyah, the site of grace. So making really good progress at the moment. Okay, so once we got that done, you can see a guy out there waiting for us. Let's mount up. Before we my goodness, let me see where we are on the map. I'll head to the left here. Around these ruins. Just right past the bear. There's another one coming up. Grab the marker, head back. We'll deal with this glowing tree next time when we're closer. In the meantime, just head back to far enough that we're clear of all the aggro. There's a new map. Zoom out, and then we want to head back to Stormhill Shack. Hold on here. Let me cancel this first and remove some of these markers that we have out. Well, that's behind the tree, I guess. We could have just gone ahead and gone back to the Storm Hill Shack. All right. Let's mount up. Grab some more stuff. Follow this path for a little bit. You're going to ride past these guys, and you're going to stay to the right. You're going to cross over this path a little bit. It's going to turn to the left. But you want to go under this big stone bridge. There's this dirt path right here. And then we're going to come to this bridge. There's a lady over here we can talk to. Show her your hands.
Bless you.
Let her read.
Head to the foundation. Traverse Rea Lucaria.
And we're gonna do all that. We'll reunite the half crescents at the Grand Lift, that's for sure.
The bridge only. Stormvale castles.
And we're gonna go to Stormvale. Grab this. Now, if at this point you don't have 10 runes, we have 500. If you've been following me along, you probably have them. Just kill a couple of these birds so that you have them. Ride them out. We'll ride to the end here. Pick up a cookbook. And it teaches how to do lots of things. Let's put on the brakes. Didn't mean to spin around. There's the cookbook, and then just follow this collapse bridge down. We want to go up this side now. And to the right. Gosh, getting hung up on all kinds of stuff here. There's some wolves down here you have to avoid. Shouldn't be a problem for you. Picking up all this material as we ride. Quick left turn. Don't fall off the edge. There's the wolves. Should not be a problem for you. Unless you get hung up on the trees. Just right past them. Stay a little left. There'll be a side of grace up here. Don't go to this side of grace yet. We're going to pick it up on the way back up this way. We want to grab an item or two first, and then we want to trigger the cutscene for that. So we want to head into this church, and this is where you're going to need those 10 runes, by the way. Church of Irith. Pick up the sacred tear, talk to this guy. We can make, by giving him the 10 runes, you'll make him a vendor.
Perhaps you could spare. Believe it or not, I studied for a...
Donate 10
Well, bless you,
runes.
not true. My name is Topes. Presuming you're interested, only...
So if you want, let's say, study sorcery. Obviously, we don't have nearly enough to buy any of these. Glintstone Pebble is a really good spell early on in the game. it's fast and does quite a bit of damage. It's just a little bit range limited. You can see the attributes is only 10 intelligence, so just about anybody can use this bad boy right from the jump. Glintstone Arc is similar. Intelligence 13 to use. It's just a wide arc. It uses a bunch more FP though, but it's a good AoE spell. And then Starlight creates starlight to illuminate surroundings. I don't know. I don't really use this thing. And we don't have any of the runes to buy it from this guy right now. So mount up. We're going to head to the left. There'll be a graveyard. And there's a house scroll, an academy scroll here that you want to grab right off of this guy right here. And then you want to get out of the way before the skeletons come back to get you, or they spawn. Try and trample this head if you can. Pick up the item. Gold rune ×1. Those are the ones I was telling you. Oh, we just got out of the range of that spell. Did you see how close that was? These ones aren't glowing ones, unfortunately. But glowing skulls, you see, it dropped us a rune. Free runes. Pop off. Touch the grace. And then rest here. And we should get a new cutscene with our friend Melina. Keep wanting to call her
Forgive
Melinda.
me. I've been testing
But she's going to
you
send us to a new
determine
area,
if the Elden Ring
a hub area,
truly
Roundtable.
have you. If you had the metal to
Kind of King
endure this
Arthur-ish.
long and arduous. It seems my worry torrent had your, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer. I can take
Guidance.
you to the
Okay, Roundtable
gathering
Hold. We're all
place
good for that.
of tarnished. Very
I'll
well.
go too, and
Let
she'll
my
take you
hand
there.
rest upon you for but a moment.
Okay, so now that we're here and the Roundtable Hold, want to head around and talk to the blacksmith. Here he is over here. And we're going to want to upgrade our uchigatana. So you want to go into your inventory. And you want to use selected. So there's 2200. Go back into the inventory. Use the next ones. Whoops. If you say just use, you're only using one. We want to use selected. All of them. We need like 10,000. Go into your inventory. There you go, those are worth 800 apiece. Hopefully we have enough inventory. Oh, it looks like we do. Use selected. Those were 1200 apiece. Inventory. Use that one. Take us to 10,002. One more to go. So there you go. Now let's talk to
Your new face.
the blacksmith. And you want to go to that first one right there, strengthen armament. And we want to go to the uchigatana and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. So we don't have enough to go past +4. So you see uchigatana says +5, but that's the next level he can upgrade it to. So right now it's just +4 for us. We're in good shape. Now you want to talk to him about Roderika.
She's crestful, but she has a... I saw another one there.
She can spirit tune, he says. Talk to him about the chains on the legs.
No, well, no grudge at my being a... Besides, despite my sides, it holds...
And that's kind of everything. Sell if you have some stuff like the Curie we want to sell. The right button adds +10 or -10, which makes stuff go faster. And if you want to look at any of this other stuff that maybe you randomly collected, definitely not your smithing stones that you might want to get rid of. So that we picked up this great sword, we're not going to be using this. We can sell this for 100 runes. Glintstone staff we're using. Torch, shield, iron mask helmet. We're going to sell that puppy for 100. Everything else we're in business with. So we can leave. Now you want to talk to Roderika. So head back to the way we came. She's going to be on your left right here. Talk to her.
Greetings. My name isn't this with the Roundtable Hold. I never knew the guidance, although I'm still looking for my...
Tell her what the blacksmith said.
I don't believe you. If I do have this talent, I suppose I should try to hone it. I'll ask Master.
Yes, you should. And you can ask him to teach you.
I know he's trapped here. I can tell. If I do have it, I suppose I'll ask Master Hugh.
So she's repeating herself. Now what you can do is go into this room behind the blacksmith. And this lady right here will give you a blessing that increases your poise at the cost of 5% of your health. Generally, it's a good trade-off. You know, because 5% is a small price to pay, and then for poise means you just don't get knocked down. So that's kind of how that works. If you want to, then you just have to talk to her.
I am. Circumstances have great champion. Perhaps you might share with doing so. And you, do you think where I come
give
from?
her some warmth. Let her hold you. It'll be a little slow scene here while she gives us a hug. Hug it up. And then in the inventory, you'll find the blessing. And then you just have to come back to her when you need it refreshed. It's good for one use. There it is. Valentin's blessing.
What you felt, though it is, come back to me. I will take you in.
And there you go. And from here, let's, you can see that's where we are. Let's, but we want to head back to Stormhill Shack and grab a golden seed, which will be here now that we've gone to Roundtable Hold, and Roderika that was in the shack before left behind for us. Okay, turn around. Head back to the shack. It's a dragon shack. Well, with the queen, it's dragon attack. There it is, golden seed. Hook back up. And now we want to head back all the way to the left across the map and head back to the Table of Lost Grace. And we can teleport there. All right, we're back here. So let's go into inventory real quick so I can show you. Here it is. Uses FP to temporarily boost poise. So if you consume that, you can see it's a consumable. It'll help you out. And you can see we still have, what do we have? 10,920 runes. And we can go back in here to the blacksmith's room. And, oh, where's... Oh, she's still over here. We have to talk to the blacksmith again.
Well, I took you for dead, no matter. Lay out your own. The girl. Are you out of who'd stay with an absurd? I refuse to believe. I don't.
Okay, so now she should be over here. We'll have to zip out and zip back. I forgot to talk to him to close out that quest. So let's pick any random old place to head out to. We'll pick the Church of Ella, no big deal right here. Santa Claus is still kicking it there by the name of kale, which if you ask me is just bad lettuce in any salad. I don't know what the deal is with that people like that is kind of on the bitter side to me. And one thing I don't want from my greenery is bitterness. Ugh. Hopefully I'm not offending any of you out there. But yeah, no thank you. Okay, so this is back and forth. It should have been covered from last time. I messed it up. So hopefully if you're watching this video, you don't make that same mistake. Let's head back so that we can pump it up. God, is there any hockey fans out there? Man, loving the hockey playoffs going on right now. Second day of game ones. My LA Kings took care of the Edmonton Oilers, just like I knew they might. Mike Smith's pretty weak in the goal in the playoffs, and there she is. She's now in her new spot. You can talk to her.
Again. I have you to thank, don't I? I can happily announce I'm
Spirit tuning, yes.
If I might, and if there's any chance, well, I certainly must. Roderika, the Spirit Tune Apprentice.
That's who she is now. So if you press this, with the Spirit tuning menu, you can spend runes and grave glowworts, which we have a bunch of now, to strengthen the spirits you summon from the ashes. So we could upgrade this one right here, Lone Wolf Ashes, but we're not going to do that right now. We'll do it at another time. So we'll leave. And then this roundtable works just like any other site of grace. So once you're here, you can say rest, and then we can do some work. Okay, so what we want to do now is upgrade flasks. Add charge to flasks. Okay, and amount increased, um, replenished by them. That's using your sacred tears. We can do that twice, I believe. And then you can allocate the charges if you want, each way. I'm gonna go I'll just go even here, 3-3, and confirm that that's what we want to do. And then we want to go to level up. And we want to increase dexterity by 1, confirm. Then leave this screen. Go ahead and go into equipment. Unequip that one. And equip our uchigatana now, because it needs a 15 to equip. You can see it down there. Attributes required, 11 strength, 15 dex. So it should be good. And when you go back to equipment, you should see that it's in the spot you need it, and that's what we should have in our hands. Perfect. So real quick, like, I'm going to get rid of the S-stock we had in the beginning.
Well, I took you for dead. No
Yes,
matter
he
about
did.
your-
Let's sell. S-stock. There's another 100 runes. And then let's head back to the camp. The round table here. And next we want to mix the one flask of wondrous potion. Mix or wondrous physics. So you can mix 2 crystal tiers. So you can have custom effects. So site 1, site 2. And you can see it boosts strength and restores half of our XP. Say okay. So that all should be mixed up now. And then for level up, we want to put some intelligence to make your magic hit harder. Probably 19, maybe even 20. And then endurance. That's just so you can boost your, maybe take this down 1 and this up 1. So we can swing our uchigatana more times before we tire out. That's the whole point of that. Mind is good for building your FP pool, which we will need to do later on, but not now in the beginning. And vigor is obviously your health points. We're going to try not to be hit too often. We're going to burn down with magic, and then we'll finish up with uchigatana. So that's kind of how what we're working on this one. We'll level up right there. You can see we need another 2113 runes, and we only have 1271, so we need about 900 more runes. Let's get out of here. Let me check the inventory and see where we are with this stuff. Oh, so we have 1 golden seed. We need 2 now. Once you use 2 to increase the number of flasks, then it doubles, and it does that for a couple times, and it triples. Blah blah blah. It goes up and up and up. So these 2, you can see the marks in the upper left-hand corner show you that they're being used to mix the flask, the wondrous flask. So we're good to go with that. And then these are all the other items. You have crafting kit, a couple cookbooks that we haven't checked out yet. These scrolls that we can turn in for more spells. But there we go. So let's head out to the map. And we want to go to first steps and travel there. Okay, here we are. You may wonder how my loading screens happen so fast. That's a video editor. So we want to mark the Dragonbarrow ruins. That's where we want to go next. As we work on some shortcuts, we actually could go a different direction, but this will allow us, even though this is a little bit more risky, going this way. Didn't mean to get hurt right there. Going this way allows us to pick up some items we wouldn't have use for or wouldn't be able to pick up otherwise. And crouch. If you crouch, should be good. Shouldn't aggro any of these dudes or any creatures. You want to use this stone platform right here as a guide. Whoops. And drop down. Again, when you drop or you climb up, remember that you'll come out of your stealth positions. So there's some rats here. If you just stay crouched and move straight to the door, they should not be a problem for you. You're going to have to stand up to open the door and then just crouch right back down. Go forward. Stand up, open. And we're in the transporter trap. And it'll take us to a new area. When you get there, you want to crouch down so the guard doesn't see you. Generally, he won't, but you don't want to give him an opportunity to kick your butt so early. Because it's in a we're in a higher level area right now, so you want to be careful of that. So crouch down. The guard will be walking. There he is. All right, and we grab those gravity stone fan and gravity stone chunk. Okay, so stay crouched. And we're going to move on through here. And as long as you stay crouched, you should be good. It might pop up occasionally. Just make sure you get right back down on the crouch. And then we should be good all the way to the side of grace. And there it is. Not the candle, the side of grace. Okay, so I want to run over here to the right real quick. Grab this rot grease. You can coat weapons with it to cause rot damage, bleeding rot. Get on your horse, and now we're going to go get our staff. Just want to ride along the edge of the swamp here. Just follow it around. Past the scarab right here. This guy doesn't really drop anything worthwhile. There's no point smacking him around. And then go straight ahead here till you see this tree with a branch going overhead of it. You want to ride right up into these ruins and quickly grab Traveler's Armament. off this side. Sprint to the other side before the poison flowers get you. And come around back. And you can grab the Meteorite Staff. This is like the best mage staff for the first 50 levels of the game. So you want to have this bad boy. You can't upgrade it, but it is a gravity staff. So it does excellent damage. This thing is super powerful. It's got S level upgrading with intelligence. So that's going to be good for you. Get our horse, and then we want to go get our new spell, the Rock Sling spell. Let's ride past these ruins. And jump off your horse. Right down to the bottom we go. And you can see the spell almost got to us, but did not get to us. Open treasure chest. Rock Sling. And then we want to head back. Oh, we can't right now because we got stuff aggroed, it looks like. Pound these guys with some spells. Should be enough to take care of him. There might be two, might be one more. You'll know in a minute. And from down here, it's not letting us fast travel, which is unfortunate. Anyways, we need to ride out of danger right here. We got a bunch of stuff aggroed. That's okay. We'll ride to a safe spot on the edge of the swamp here. Saying I still got aggro, so I can't even open up the map at this point. But let's just go ahead and discover Sellia here. Let's see if we're just inside. Man, this is a bummer that we're... Oh, until we rest at one, no problem. we can do that. All right, so we rested at 1. Now we should be able to head back. Let's jump in our equipment. Equip the Meteorite Staff. And then we'll come back here. You can see we've we revealed the map. There's some sites of grace here we want to deal with. There's the map marker. Also, there's a dragon over here that we can farm for like, I don't know, 70,000 runes at a time. Why is it still telling me? Let me see. Oh, because we're inside. Probably. Let's cross the little blue horizon mark, wherever it's at. And we're good. Back to the Church of Ella. We should be good. Sorry about all that little bit of getting trapped there. Okay, so now that we're back in the Church of Ella, let's take a look at our equipment. Add a traveler's hat. Put all the traveler's gear on. It's a little better than what we had, and in some cases we didn't have anything. So now we have that stuff, and we can go over here and sell the other stuff to
Wait,
the merchant.
weren't you? Well, you.
Let's go the other way. Prisoner's trousers for 100. Prisoner's clothing for 100. We haven't been using the shield. It is equipped, but we're not really using it. But we'll hold on to it for right now.
Goodbye for now.
Okay, that got us some more runes. 1800 we're at. Let's zip back to the third church of Merika. Because we're gonna go up this area. We're gonna grab a few more things. We already grabbed the map, but we didn't get some sites of grace. There's some more gold runes we can grab. There's a Ashes of War we can get. So let me remove this, and then we want to, in that spot, add this item, your flask of wondrous physick. Oh, come on, it should be in the pouch now. There we go. So we have our steed, our ashes, and our wask of wondrous physick. Yeah, so let's head across the water here and up the road. There should be a scarab here. There he is. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Ah, he got away from us. Gosh darn it. gonna go back. We're gonna hit the side of grace again. So we get him to come back. We could just try beating him with the katana while we're on the horse. On Torrent. So let's try that. We got it. There we go. Ashes of War, a Sacred Blade. That's another good Ashes of War. Jump up the cliff right here, past the doggies. This one. Should be all in business now. Summon Water Village is not where we want to be heading right now. Soon, but not yet. Because in there we'll fight our first mini-boss, optional boss, and get some better summoning ashes. Don't go into church over there. It's an NPC invasion. They're pretty tough. Can make your day not fun. And then here we are. You want to grab this beacon right here. Nascent butterfly. We'll go in the shack in a minute. I'm gonna jump up here. There they are, the graves. These are all just basically free golden runes. There's a couple really slow monsters right here that you really don't have to worry about. Remember, if you roll, whoops, you don't have to worry about those guys. More how to do the trick. Booyah. Couple of runes, anyways. And then you can see where this is pointing. That's where we want to go to the next one. That's a big drop right there. So let's ride this way. And avoid those guys. And there's some dogs we want to avoid. There, my bad, hold on, let's turn the corner here. Go around this way. grace, and it's all good in the hood. Let's take a look at our map. You can see where we are now. And the tunnel where we were previously, there's the map marker. We want to go that way. You can see the beacon. I'm going to grab some more good stuff on the way. Some more. There you go, another golden rune. That was one of those glowy skulls. So just right along the edge here, so that hopefully you don't aggro the doggies. We're going to jump across right there, but not right here first. We want to try and get these golden runes. We did aggro the doggy, unfortunately. Double jump across. Grail's Dragonbarrow, and then here's a side of grace. Whoops. Burned a flask. And since we did that, I'm just going to rest. It'll reset everything for us one more time. And you can see we're almost to the map piece. And here it is. And then there's another scarab we want to snag. You can see him way up there on the branch. Oh, awesome. They were all too low. Oh no. And he died, so we got the 8 somber smithing stones. So good job if you were with me with that one. Now we'll mount up. And you can see some dragons over there. We're going to deal with them in just a second. First we want to drop down here. Crafting supplies, they don't weigh anything, so feel free to pick up all you want. It doesn't hurt you at all. And if you never use them, no big deal. And then what we're going to do right here is we're going to loot all these guys. Dragon stuff, dragon wound grease, somber stones, rune arc. That's really awesome. All a bunch of good stuff down here at the base of the tower. Alright, so let's head back up. We're going to run through these dragons. Should be trouble for you if you're stay sprinting, because there's a couple items we want to grab. There's one right there. Here's one over here. And follow the road up. And we should be good. So the dragons, but don't worry about them. This is what we're looking for, the big white dragon. Cut through, we're going to run right between him and this other dragon. Because there's a grace right up here by this fort. Cut through. There you go, grace discovered. And we don't have a lot of runes. There's a talisman and a gold seed in here. Well, half a talisman. There's also a really good talisman in here that I always have trouble getting. So if you don't mind making a few attempts at it, you certainly can do it. So we activated this last grace here. Let me rest here, get full charge on everything. And then we're gonna, most people know that you can kill this dragon for a bunch of runes. What a lot of people don't know is you can farm him actually. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. First we're gonna go up here. I don't wanna have a lot of runes on me when we attempt this thing in here. Oh, you know what we should do? My bad. Oh, wrong. Oh, got to be careful you don't go on the wrong side of the wall there. Is we can actually memorize spells. So we want to switch up the spells. Memorize spells right there. So we have Glint Blade and nothing in this spot, but we'll put Rock Sling in the second slot. Rock Sling is a little hard to use in here. Just because it tends to smack the walls and you don't get all three of your gravity things to hit. So I don't know how many of these it takes to hit this guy. I'm going to drop, or to kill him. I'm going to put 3 and see how we do. 4. Boom, there you go. 887 runes. These guys are good for picking up runes. Right here is Radagon's Sword Seal. It's a talisman that gives you 5 to strength, vigor, endurance, and something else I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, look at all those golden runes we grabbed. Let's take a look at stats and I'll be able to tell you. Dexterity. We better flask up. 1. I don't know if we're close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 887 runes. Nicely done. If you just want to sprint here and not put a bunch of runes at risk, you can. Just if you mess it up, it's not that big of a deal because you can, you know, with the Site of Grace outside, you can just rerun this thing a bunch of times. It's not a big deal. You can farm these guys right here easy for runes too. It's not that difficult of a farm. Bluestone Pebbles takes about 4 shots on these guys as well to kill them. And there he goes. So now what you need to do is you need to sprint through here because there's these high-level bats in here that'll jack your day up. If you don't, they'll poison you. So let's sprint through here. I haven't grabbed the other half of the... and then hold down the circle button so you can sprint up the ladder. Avoid you from getting poisoned. You can sprint up ladders. Boom, here we are. Then you want to open this chest. There's the right half of the medallion. We haven't gotten the left half yet. I can show you where we can get that. That's a pretty powerful medallion. And then once you go down here, there's going to be some phantoms that pop alive. These guys are kind of badass. We're going to make a run through here to the second hole. Let me get this. Ooh, the map has been found. We know. Let me. Where did I put the other marker? To be quite honest with you, I don't know where it is. I don't see it. We're here, number 1 and 2, they were kind of forward in this direction. They were in line with each other. Sometimes I put them so far away I can't remember where I dropped them. Certainly not over here. Oh, way over here. There we go. So I'm going to try and sprint through here. Hopefully we don't die. I got my flask ready if needed, but we'll see. See how it goes. We'll run around here to the right. Guys spawn on the left. If they spawn right in front of you, they jam you up. And then you can grab this one right here. Those guys breathe poison at you. We got out of there. No harm, no foul. Boom. Rest at the site of grace. Heal up everything. Alrighty. Yeah, let me see where we are. Do we have enough to level up? It looks like we probably have enough to level twice even. Pop 1 in vigor. Oh, look how short we are. So, whoops. We'll confirm yes. For vigor, give us a little more health. And I'm going to pop 1 more of these guys. Maybe 2. Right, because we were just short of hitting the next level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, look at that. He had a little bit left. There we go. 3350 should be plenty. Well, I guess before we rest, and might as well snag some more runes, right? No harm, no foul in doing that. This guy is fluttering on the ground over here. Two, 3, 4. Might need a good one. Well, it did. He was dead already. Another 887. So look, we have 5,000 runes. We're in such good shape right now. Guys are doing good. So let's rest at the site of grace and do a level up. Pop endurance by, oh my goodness, look at that, I'm 107 short. So I won't do endurance now, we're going to do intelligence. We want to get that to 20. So there we are with that. I can't believe we're just a measly. We're so close. These bats do a good job of helping you level. So I'm just grinding this right now. I'm going to kill these guys one more time. And that'll be 4. Should be enough to take him down. Another 887. Flask up. And that's why we need mind, by the way, so we have a bigger pool. Magic Glint Blade uses a lot of FP though, so. One more 887. Flask up. Oh, he dropped an item too. Let's sprint in there and just grab it, whatever it is. Oh, golden runes. Can't beat that with a stick. Head out the door. Booyah, let's rest up. And then we'll farm the dragon. And I'll show you how we can farm him. It's much faster than doing this, so we really shouldn't be wasting our time. But not strength yet. I want to bump mind. Well, endurance. Look at that. We're a measly 26x runes away from leveling. Alrighty then. So anyway, so we're gonna farm this bad boy in front of us. He's worth, I don't know, 60, 70,000. We're gonna use our gold pickle foul foot for a plus 30% on the runes, and then we'll be in business. And if we do it right, we'll be able to farm him multiple times, so you can really boost your levels. You can get up a bunch of levels, 50, 7,500, whatever you want to do, however many times you want to farm this guy. So it's going to be how you want to play the game. If you want to be a little more overpowered, or if you're not a From the Software veteran and experienced at their games. I'm not. That's why I'm doing this hybrid build of magik and katanas. Normally I like magik in these kind of games because you can fight at range, but there are some cases where you're at such close range you really cannot get your magik off. It's slow. So to get it to go faster, you need high dex, and to have high dex, you might as well be using something like the uchigatanas or the flail you can pick up right in the beginning that have bleed effects on them and can help you out. So anyways, that's that, and then we'll get busy farming the dragon.